Some breaking news we're following tonight about vaccines and the NFL. Okay, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has told teams that if they have a COVID outbreak and a game can't be rescheduled during the regular season, then that team with the outbreak will be forced to forfeit. Now, that team will treat the forfeit as a loss, and on top of that, both teams won't be paid. All right, so what does this mean for the Washington football team? As we know right now, they've got one of the lowest vaccination rates in the NFL. WUSA 9 anchor Charlotte McBride joining us now to talk about this. So Washington football team, any football team, has a lot to lose with this new policy.
Yeah, they have a lot to lose. The Washington Post reporting just last week that the Washington football team, as you said, Adam, has one of the lowest rates of vaccination in the NFL. In fact, less than 50% of the Washington football team's players are vaccinated. Now, Ron Rivera and the entire staff, they are all vaccinated. As you know, Ron Rivera battling cancer last season, so he is immunocompromised. But again, less than 50% of these guys are vaccinated. We head to training camp next week, and some of these guys, they're adamant they don't want to get the vaccine. We talked to Montez Sweat just last month. We heard him talk at 6, and he said he's not getting it, plain and simple. Now, again, that was last month. With these new rules, in fact, you don't know.
Yeah, and there's an interesting dynamic at play here because you talk about the teammates and how much pressure they're going to put on those that are unvaccinated. And, you know, one person doesn't want to be the reason that they end up losing a game. So how is this going over with members of the team?
Well, you know, I think a lot of players, they have to think twice now, because not only could they risk being the one that causes their team to have to forfeit, they also do not get paid. And that's what Roger Goodell said in his memo that he sent out today. He made it very clear. If you guys have to forfeit a game, no one on the playing field will get paid for that week. So that's really something to think about, because now you're costing all these guys their paychecks for that week.
Right. Have we heard reaction from any of the players, not only on Washington football, but from players around the league? Is this changing any minds, or are folks digging into their positions even deeper?
Well, right when this memo came out, DeAndre Hopkins, he's a very fantastic wide receiver, I should say, for the Arizona Cardinals. But this was the tweet that he sent out right when this memo came out, saying, "Never thought that I would say this, but being put in a position to hurt my team because I don't want to partake in the vaccine is making me question my future in the NFL." Of course, he just signed a contract extension in 2020. $54 million to play for the Arizona Cardinals, but he says he's questioning his future in the NFL. Now, I should say that that tweet has since been deleted. And
we've heard from some players who say, look, I'm not going to get vaccinated because I don't know the long-term effects.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's one of the main things we've seen when asking players, why won't you get vaccinated? They immediately say, well, the research, and I don't know the long-term effects, which it's true. We don't know the long-term effects, but we do know the long-term effects of COVID-19.
Right. We're not seeing anybody that's been vaccinated in a hospital right now with severe COVID symptoms. All right. Hopefully they can take care of themselves and take care of their team. Charlotte McBride, thank you.